beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's glam, I got a ton of DMs about this glam. I featured it on my story last weekend, so I recreated it for you all. I tweaked a couple products, but yes, beauties, if you'd like to see how to slay this glam, keep watching. Alright, beauties, so hopefully you can't hear my fan. If you do, my apologies. You know, it is a little hot, but not hot enough for the air condition, so that's even louder, okay? I don't want to run that while I am trying to slay my face for you all, so my apologies if you can hear it. But yes, let's get into this glam. So I got a ton of DMs, and honestly, I meant to record this. I meant to record it, but I was just rushing. I didn't have time. So the glam that I did, I featured on my story like last week. I was going to my aunt's birthday party, and I kept getting DMs like, where is the slay? So here we are. I did use some new products, and I did use some high-end. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So let's get into this look, okay? So first things first, I filled in my brows, of course, with ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown, and I also concealed them with my Too Faced Multi-Use, the Born This Way concealer, and in the shade Chestnut. So I used Chestnut for this look specifically because it has that golden yellow tone to it, so it looks really pretty with the shadows that I use. So I do have days where I use more of like a brighter, more of a neutral or yellow, but honey, this concealer is bomb. With the golden, like, it looks beautiful. We are going into the Nude Persuasion palette. Y'all should already know. Stunning. Love, love, love this palette. Oh, it is so bomb. So I went into these colors right here. Of course, my holy grail colors. So we are going to start off with Chocola and Mocha in the crease. So I'm going to show you all how I achieved that smoky look. Chocola first, and then I went into my crease with this color. It was really a bulletproof makeup routine, so I'm just using windshield wiper motions going back and forth because I used my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I was like, well, it's gonna be hot, and it actually ended up not being hot. It was so cold. I'm exaggerating. It was chilly. I'm not gonna lie, it was chilly because I was prepared to go in a skirt, but I ended up changing my outfit and I wore some black denim, and I think I had on enough layers, but it was still really nippy. So I'm happy that I did not wear a skirt because honey, we would have had to come back home to change. Is this black shadow on my lip? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know where that black shadow came from. I think it might have come from a brush. So we are just going back and forth, and I am swirling that eyeshadow to the front of my brow. You see the difference between this eye and this eye? It's like coming into the front of the brow, and that's the effect that I was going for. And then just really going back and forth in the outer V. So back in with Chocola, and we are just swirling that to the front of the brow. It creates more of like that smoky effect coming from the brow. And now we are going to go in with Mocha, that reddish color, and then the same thing, we're going to go back and forth with windshield wiper motions, and then focusing that again towards the front of the brow. But we had a really good time. You know, my aunt was happy. That's what matters. Food was banging. Of course, the curry was bussin'. Off the chain as always. Follow me on Instagram. You probably saw my story. When the family links up, honey, my cousin brought the iron. It was a good time. It was just really nice. Especially because that side of my family usually has like large events. And the largest event that they've had was like my little cousin's first birthday party, and then my other cousin's wedding. So we haven't had like a nice bash as of lately since COVID, so it was just nice to see everyone. So just still going back and forth. I'm gonna go back in with Mocha, add a little bit more of that reddish brown in the crease, blending that towards the front of the brow. And then now I went in with Cafe, which is that dark brown, and I just smoked out the outer V with it. We went for just a basic look almost with some shimmer. Just still smoking out that outer V with Cafe. Just sweeping it against the lash line, making like the shape of a V. And then I'm going in with that same brush that I used Mocha and Chocola with, just to blend out the edges of Cafe, because we don't want harsh lines, honey. We want smooth and seamless. Now for the star of the show, it's an oldie and I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care. Fortunately, it is limited edition. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure there's something else out there that is like it. So it is the Marc Jacobs. This is his Sequins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow in Copperazzi. I probably featured this a few times on my channel. This is what she looks like. Marc Jacobs Beauty is launching again, okay? He is launching again, and I'm hoping he drops these, because the girls need it. And the girls, I mean me. Like, this was a one bomb product from him. I was obsessed, okay? Obsessed, and I'm still using it, yes, because it's still in great condition. So this is essentially what the eye looked like before I put on this glitter shadow. So I don't think I used glitter glue. I think I just went right in with it. So I'm just using my Fenty Beauty. This is their eyeshadow brush in 200, and then I just popped it right on the lid where I did not apply any eyeshadow. Like, this is so gorgeous. And have you seen this in the sunlight? It is breathtaking. You know what it looks like? You know, like that feeling you get when you first take a bite of your food that you've been waiting for all day? That's what this looks like in the sunlight. That's the best thing that I can compare it to. So just popping this on the lid. It is so gorgeous. Just packing and sweeping. And I believe I went back in with the brush that I used Chocola and Mocha with to blend out the edges of the copperazzi. I probably just added a little bit more in the center, like sweeping it just so it can give like that foil effect. Just making sure that the outer V is blended, I'm going back in with the brush that I used Cafe with. This is what the eye glam looked like, and I just smoked out the lash line with black like I usually do, and then I just popped on some lashes palette, and I am just pressing some black up against my lash line. As you all know, I'm not a liner fan, so I prefer black shadow because it really gives you that sexy smokiness. Because I really feel like eyeliner is not for every occasion. I'm sorry, it's not. A nice smoked out lash line, like even if you just do a straight line and smoke it out with some black, looks so much better. Yeah, wing liner, hate it. And I definitely don't do it on my clients. I tell them straight up, listen, I don't have a surgeon hand, so you're gonna get this smoked out liner, and 10 out of 10 they're fine with it. So before I pop on my lashes, I'm just gonna go into my primer. So I went in with two primers that day. I went in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm in Universal. This is sensational. And then I use my Patrick Star One Size Beauty. This is the Secure the Sweat Dry Till Dawn primer. I use this around my mouth area because that's where I tend to sweat. So I just activated it with my fingers and I just placed it here. And this has to sit, they say, for like 30 seconds or so. Just to use it on my nose, since that's usually where I get oily the most. For the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm, because honey, I was poreless that night, and this is going to secure, smooth out my fine lines and pores so I look flawless. While this is drying down, we gonna add some lashes. Alrighty, we are back with some lashes. So this is the eye glam. Stunning. Okay, the lashes really set it off. So for foundation, of course, we are going in with none other than Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I have 7W1, which is Deep Spice, and 6W1, which is Sandalwood. I think I'm getting slightly tan, so we're just gonna add a pinch of 7.1. I definitely took advantage of that 50% off sale that they had months ago. I wasn't playing any games. I got one of each. I got my regular everyday color and then my summer color, because honey, we are probably going to get deliciously tan, deliciously more chocolate this summer, and we need to be prepared. So I am going in with 6W1 Sandalwood, so we're going to add a little bit of that on my brush and a pinch of 7W1. So beauty, today is Father's Day. Did any of you do anything special for your parents, significant others. Just going in and stippling this on. Oh, look at how gorgeous these two combined just gave me like that perfect shade. Oh my gosh, love, love, love. It does give a little Sherwin-Williams, but you know, I think the main thing is being snatched. So that's really that's the main point, being snatched. But yes, so beauties, I took my dad bowling. We had a lot of fun. He beat me. He beat me, but you know what, that's fine. I didn't mind. You know, I enjoyed spending time. So yeah, we went bowling. We had bowling food, and which was a stretch for me because the last time I had bowling food I had food poisoning, so I was very nervous. So if I end up with anything, we know what it was. But yes, we had a great time. He's really into golf though, so that's his sport of choice. But yeah, we had a great time. So yeah, beauties, did you guys do anything for your partners? Let me know down below. You know, it's just a nice day to just spend with them, and or like your parents, just to remember how much that, you know, you love and appreciate them if you have them, or guardians, whoever has been there for you. That's really what this day is about. And every other day, we always have to show the people that we love, that we appreciate them, because we are here for a good time, not a long time. So there is no time like the present to let them know that you love and care about. So that is a face. So now for concealer. There will be some new products in here too. So for concealer, I use my Dior Backstage Flash Perfector concealer. So I already had 5W and I picked up the shade 4W. Concealer is, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like this concealer is everything. I don't know what they put in here, but Dior, you gotta talk, because I think like the world needs to know and appreciate this. So I went in with 5W first because this was closer to my skin complexion, and it just really gave me that base without having to color correct, because the concealer is full coverage, but it looked beautiful featuring these two. And I just added a little bit on my chin, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, because we don't need to conceal too much. And then I went in with 4W. So the shades, I will say, are a little off. So this one's a little brighter, and I just went in with this on the top for a little bit of a brighter effect. But this was it. Stunning. So I let this hang out. So the main thing is to let this dry down. So to contour, I went in with my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Stick in Dark Deep. It's an ongoing battle, y'all. It is an ongoing battle, beauties, because I can never get it right. So we just contoured with this. Love, love, love this soft sculpt stick. If you don't have it, please do yourself a favor and run out and go get her, in case she eats. So I blended this out. So just went in and blended out this contour while still allowing this concealer to dry down, because the main thing is we want it to be thick like me, and then we can blend it out and it gives us that perfect coverage. So let's let this hang out. Alrighty, so let's blend out this concealer. Let's start with the chin a little bit, and you know, I like to start with the base of the concealer, which is most likely the 5W, until we work our way up. Now the best thing about concealer, and if you have a bright one, if you ever feel like your foundation is too deep, it is always fixable. If you feel like it's too light, you could always fix it. That's where the concealer, cream contour, and powders come in handy. So we are just blending slowly upwards towards the under eye. Look at how beautiful this coverage is. You can't make this up. Look at this. It looks just like so buttery smooth and flawless. Like, it just does not make any sense. Like, Dior, one thing Dior is going to do, honey, is make a product. Okay, because this concealer is bomb. And I like to go right underneath my cream contour just to chisel out my cheekbones a little bit. This is what I mean by thebomb.com. I'm telling you all. So after this, I went in and set the concealer with my holy grail. Like, this powder is sensational. I do have to order another color, so I do plan to pick up another color. This is the Chanel, like the Powder Universal Libre Natural Finish Loose Powder. This is in the shade 10, which is the translucent shade. This powder is everything. She snatches. So I'm putting some on my sponge and I'm just going in and I'm setting my under eye. I'm setting that Dior concealer with this setting powder. And I also set my smile lines with it as well. I feel like I set the majority of my face with this powder because I just went in with a face powder. I think I just went in and added a little bit more just to secure that. I also added like a little on my brows just so in case they got a little bit oily, that this assisted. I look slightly casket ready, but that's just for right now. I have to add some color back in the face, and that's what my face powder is for. So we're going with the Makeup Forever. This is the Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation in Y505. This is the old formula. I refuse to get the new one. Y'all know I bought like 8 of these because I hate when companies do that. Like, we didn't ask for a new one. Because this gave us that blurred, smooth canvas. So we went in with one face powder. Now for bronzer, I went in with a limited edition that I'm not going to use. I'm just going to use another one because I don't want too many limited edition products that you all can't use. So I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer in Poolside. Here she is, ready to go. So we are going to bronze with this bronzer. Definitely one of my faves. She snatches. Now I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush and just make sure that my bronzer is blended in seamlessly. So for blush, I broke down and brought a Dior blush, y'all. If you adore her, Dior her. I bought a Dior blush, but I really like it. I really like it. So I got the Dior Rosy Glow Color Reviving Powder Blush in Cherry. This one was pretty. I don't think I have one that's like this, but so this is what the Dior blush looks like. This is not intentionally a Dior tutorial. Like, it's not. But Dior makes some banging products. So this is what Cherry looks like. She is so cute on. She's pretty. So let's dive in. So there's pigment, okay? This blush is definitely pigmented. I just went in and added a little bit on my cheeks. It is so pretty. Look at that. How could you say no? How could you say no to a beautiful blush like this? It is so stunning. Now, I don't know if the other ones are like this, but definitely for sure, I was like, I wanted this one. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Definitely pigmented, super buildable, outstanding. So she will be kept. So just going in and adding a little bit more of my bronzer just to make sure that those are blended. And we will be back for some highlighter in the lip. Alrighty, so I am just going back in with my foundation brush, powder foundation brush, just to seal the deal with everything. So for highlight, I did go with my Rare Beauty, but I want to dive into something that I haven't used in a while. This is my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder in Medium Deep, but this is the one with the shimmer in it. I will never need to buy another one of these because how am I going to use all of this powder? It's not possible. So I'm just going in and I am sweeping up what is in the cap. It's been a while since I featured this, so this is what it looks like. It gives you that beautiful glow. So I just want to see what it looks like. If it's not glowy enough, I will go in with my Rare Beauty. But you know what? I'm just going to add a little bit on my cheekbones. Just going back in with my blush brush to make sure that we don't lose that color. This is what it's looking like so far. So now for the lip. So it was an all MAC lip, all MAC everything. So first things first, I went in with Chestnut Liner. For the lipstick, I went in with Honey Love. And by the way, excuse my lips, beauties. I wore red lipstick earlier, so you know how that goes. Your lips are pretty much stained. Alrighty, so that took me a little minute because I could not find my gloss, honey. This is Boy Bait. This is by MAC. This is their Cream Sheen Glass. I'm obsessed. This is my favorite gloss from MAC. know what, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my All Nighter by Urban Decay powder just to secure my under eyes. And there we have it. This is today's glam. These are the eyes. So beauties, thank you so much for tuning into today's glam. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. As always, I live for playing into makeup. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts on some of these products. Everything will be linked down below as always, and I will catch you in my next one. Thanks for watching.